San Francisco 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan said today that quarterback Brock Purdy is a long shot to play against the Saints because of toe and shoulder injuries. If he can't go in week 2, Mac Jones would get the start. Purdy will not practice today. Browns rookie running back Quinshaw Judkins didn't practice today because he was in New York meeting with NFL officials after he was accused of domestic violence this offseason. Charges against Judkins were dropped recently, and he signed his rookie deal last week, but didn't play in week 1. His status for week 2 at this point against the Ravens is not known. Falcons wide receiver Drake London limited in practice today, but head coach Raheem Morris says that he'll play against the Vikings despite a shoulder injury suffered in their loss to the Buccaneers. And free agent safety Jabril Peppers is signing with the Steelers. Day baseball, 8th inning. Rangers on top of the Brewers 5-3. Heading to the 5th, it's the Red Sox 3, A's 2. Diamondbacks lead the Giants 4-0 in the 5th. I'm Dan Byer.
Yo, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Doing it live.
Speaking of feeling gross.
I know.
Do it live!
I think everybody feels kind of gross today with all the crappy news.
Yeah. The Charlie Kirk story,
Yeah.
the videos of the girl on the bus. And it's just, let's escape to the world of sports, shall we?
Yeah.
Keep it light.
That's it. Again, political
God-awful-
views aside,
Awful day
that's
today.
not the way to handle things.
My goodness.
Awful is right.
Feels
So-
gross, right? Like everything
It does,
just feels
it does.
gross.
So we'll do our best to have fun and still do the show.
Hey.
Showtime, go time. We be rocking out. Let's go. Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Rich, you know what's pretty cool for real? The LG X Boom Grab
Ooh.
is the portable speaker that powers your hustle. From morning coffee runs to midnight rooftop hangs, enjoy vibrant sound with up to 20 hours of playback, and now save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom.
Boom.
X Boom. For real, man. I
What
actually,
midnight rooftop hangs are you doing? You're sitting
don't
on
have
your,
a
you're
rooftop.
scratching your ass watching the Yankees.
but I got the sweet patio set up, and I always say this. It's not a party without music. It's just a gathering. In fact, a boring gathering.
Yeah.
You need to set the atmosphere. Thanks again to LG.com and the new X Boom. But I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Davis. You could see what you hear. And if you can't now because you're driving or whatever, you're busy, you could watch it later.
Yeah, no harm in that.
Anytime. YouTube.com/Covino and Rich FSR. It's our brand new page. Our bonus pod is there, overpromised. Everything's there now. YouTube.com @Covino and Rich FSR. Please subscribe. Send it to a friend. It's free. We appreciate it. And as a token of thanks and appreciation, we're giving away prizes today.
Ooh,
We're
can't
going to
wait.
do Mike's Wednesday Words of
I
Wisdom.
love that guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
And we'll do Midweek Major like we always do.
I was Sam. I heard you. You dropped a Bill O'Reilly. We'll do it live. That old classic.
Yeah, let me find it here. Where did I put that?
Where'd you put that?
Well, you just start screaming it, Rich. Here, here.
Do it live!
There you go. Perfect.
Well, I say that because today's Bill O'Reilly's birthday, coincidentally.
Ah.
So Bill O'Reilly with the classic. We'll do it live. We are live, and let's let the wild rumpus start. We're
We'll do it live.
talking a little of everything
Do it
today.
live.
Baseball.
I can all write it, and we'll do it live.
We'll do it live. That was an amazing. When he did do it live, he was great. We'll play you out with, what did they play him out with?
I think it was Sting.
Sting.
Is it Sting?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
What do you mean,
Yeah.
play us out?
Play us out. What does that mean?
How does
Like,
a
end the
guy,
show.
But how does a guy here? Can I give you two examples that
Yeah.
baffle me? How does a guy who broadcasts for a living and has taken his career that far not understand? We'll play you out with Sting.
I think he was stressed out, and your brain isn't
Right.
thinking right, and you're like, I don't know what that means.
And have you heard this story? Did you hear the big revelation that Aroldis Chapman had? Do you guys know the story? Aroldis Chapman keeps his body in check. He's ultra fit. What is he, 37 years old? But he's super fit and in shape, and he's having a career year. And I believe the Red Sox just offered him a 2 or 3 year deal.
Chappie owns the Yankees. I love that.
Couldn't do crap for the Yankees. The
But he
guy
owns them.
They should have pulled the tarp out for that dude because he was sweating bullets every time he was on the mound.
Crap.
Sucked for the Yankees.
Chap couldn't do crap.
But did you hear the story?
on.
It's like, come on. A guy who built his life and career in the world of pitching had the most obvious revelation. There must be it must be lost in translation because here's what they're saying, and it makes no sense. They're saying that he had like an aha moment where someone said to him, like, hey, you ever think about going inside outside when it comes to your fastball and placing your pitches? Like instead of just throwing heat, like placing your pitches. And apparently the story goes, Aroldis Chapman was like, I could be he. Nobody ever said that. Unbelievable. And all of a sudden it clicked, and now he's going inside out. He's throwing.
Are you saying before
He's
recently
saying,
he was like a little leaguer who just threw hard and that's it?
look up the story. You're going to be like, there must be something missing here. Or it's a joke. But that's the story everybody's telling.
That's funny.
Like he just realized to go inside, outside, and hit the plate in different spots.
Sometimes it takes you a minute to figure it out. I just saw last night
How do you not know that?
on Wheel of Fortune.
That's your living.
On Wheel of Fortune, which who watches? Our boomers, our parents, right? Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Last night, apparently, there was a Wheel of Fortune clip where Vanna White finally realized the way that the wheel has that distinct sound, like the tuk, 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 is the big rubber bands on the wheel. And she's like, oh, I never thought about it. Never thought about it? I've been working on that show since 1980. What's up, Dan Byer? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good
Hey,
evening.
guys, I've talked about I went to the Oasis concert this past weekend, and there's this clip that has been circulating about Noel Gallagher, and he talked about how in the 1990s, at the peak of their stardom, fandom, whatever you want to say, they were playing concerts to stadiums, and his pedal board, he just had it all cranked to 10. And they were like, why do you do that? He goes, well, because they go to 10. That's what they did.
Just thought you just put it.
Yeah,
you
so
crank
like
it.
they're making all these hit songs and hit albums, and he didn't even know his pedal board worked.
Oh, my God. Yeah, and that's baffling to me. Like,
Yeah.
you build your career in this, you would think you know the obvious. Bill O'Reilly, Noel Gallagher, Aroldis Chapman. It never dawned on him to throw inside, outside. Like, isn't that what pitching is? That's the problem with pitching today. Just a bunch of flamethrowers gassing it up to 108 miles per hour. That's where they last 3 innings. So that's the story. We're sticking to it. We have lots to get to today, and we can't fake the funk. Rich and I wear our emotions on our sleeve. Definitely a weird vibe in the air today. Yeah. We're going to do our best to do the fun show we always do, but, really horrible stories in the past few days. Can't ignore that.
Well, you're just scrolling on social media, and it's hard to avoid the Charlie Kirk story, who was killed earlier today.
Whoa.
The video.
It's official?
It's official. He passed away.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And
that's horrible, man.
The video, I don't recommend you look at it. It's horrific. And then they released further video of the poor Ukrainian girl that got stabbed on the bus.
Oh,
so it's
that's
like,
everywhere.
I feel like you're did I say bus on a train?
In Charlotte, North Carolina,
You're scrolling to try to find light stories about the Buffalo Bills or the Yankees, and like every other scroll is like an awful video.
What I was going to say is, well, first off, awful, and God bless everybody, because I feel sad for humanity. That's why my heart hurts. And I'm serious. I'm like not an emotional guy when it comes to, I don't know, being a sensitive guy, I guess. I could be angry and passionate. I'm an emotional dude.
Oh,
but not
like Ryan Clark angry.
No, not like that. But I got to
Okay.
tell you, man, these stories are hitting me, and I don't like them. I have a teenage daughter. I just feel bad for the youth and how they view life and the quality of life, and I just feel bad that kids today have to grow up seeing this stuff. And it's not the first time or the last, unfortunately, but political violence should never be a thing, regardless of your views, and this should not be the way. And the reason I bring that up is because I want you to appreciate the things that bring us together, like sports. And another one for me, music. Nothing better than being at a concert, being at a ball game, and seeing all those differences go away because we have a common goal here, and that's to have fun, sing along, watch our team win. And that's the beauty of what we do. This is the escape. And I just want to honestly put the emphasis on, prayers to the family and the horrible news, but
Two
the
little kids.
emphasis
He has two
on
little kids.
why sports is really so great and important in our lives, because we need that escape.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just drown in misery. These stories are horrible.
Yeah, don't forget, really quick, Rich, I was just going to mention tomorrow, September 11th.
Exactly.
And
The
think back
heaviest day.
Yeah, and think back to how sports helped heal.
Dude, I totally brought us back. Sports brought us back to normal.
We were in Manhattan that day, and I was a New Yorker, and I'm a New Yorker at heart still. And Mike Piazza hitting that home run
That was it.
oddly meant more than you would ever imagine for that city.
No, it was our first step to normal again or trying to get back to normal again.
So to not think that sports is part of the healing process and sports is part of the process that brings people together. Like you said, music, sports, commonalities. Like,
or when life is tough, period, personally.
You just
like
hate
it's that
to-
escape you need sometimes, and hopefully we could provide some of that. But we can't lie and sit here and say, like, that story today doesn't hurt our hearts and make us feel terrible. We feel horrible.
Well, you also think like, all right, now what's the retaliation possibilities? And like,
barf.
do we live in a world where it's just going to be political differences, have people killing each other back and forth? It's just
I didn't
sad.
even know that dude died. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you're coming home from work, you're not on social media. Charlie Kirk, very controversial dude.
Very, very popular. He's the guy that you would see always on TikTok or Instagram debating college students.
Was shot on a Utah campus today.
And the video's horrific. I said,
I haven't seen it.
Don't look at it.
I haven't seen the close-up. I saw
please
the
do
far
not.
one, and that was
No,
enough.
that was enough. No, I'm promising you, do not. And again, like I said, in the last 24 hours, the Ukrainian girl on the train. That the fact that they release more video, and you're like, no, I don't want to see this. And
it's sad to see the family photos of Kirk on social media right now.
This
is heartbreaking,
It's miserable.
man.
That and Danny, both stories, while not related, are just two reminders of like, oh, what are we doing? Let's not be that.
And remember, you don't have to agree with the guy. And if you do, that's fine. But you don't have to agree with the guy. It's not how
People
you
should
handle
operate.
things. And people have to have a greater respect for life. And again, I just feel sad for humanity.
Like
and
everything about that video.
sad about everything that's happened in the past 48 hours.
Everything about that train video, like the scared look on that girl's face.
That was horrible.
The people there that really didn't do anything to help, and just the apathy, just everything about that and everything about today. I think we do need to talk
how
about
desensitized are people to not even try to help that young girl or to do what they did today to that poor young man. When you think about it, let's say you don't like this guy or his views or whatever. He's still a 33-year-old man.
31.
31?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. 31-year-old man with 3 kids. Just a horrible story, man. Horrible, horrible story. So my point, again, isn't to lean into the misery. It's to just remind you again how important sports, and I bring it to music, Rich, how important those things are to bringing us back to something fun and normal, to take our minds off of that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought it up because there is like an underlying vibe, even in the hallways here, an underlying weird vibe. Like, today's a weird day, right? Like a surreal video that we've all been subject to, a terrible, unnecessary death. Like I said,
and Mike brings up a really good point. Mike, who runs this
your
place,
political differences, your sports differences, your music differences. Imagine like we handle our differences that way. What are we doing?
It's not the way, and it's not that things are worse. Maybe they are, but things like this have always happened. It's just we're exposed to it in a much different way.
Yeah,
a much different way, and that affects us all
the 60s,
in a much different way.
Vietnam, political differences then. It just, we live in a world now where because everyone's got a camera on them at all times, they have a video camera at all moments.
Yeah.
We see and hear
the same way we all consume sports. The same way we know everything that's going on in the world of sports. We see all these horrible things all the time. It's a lot to take in.
You said tomorrow being the sad anniversary of 9/11. I've said to you before that I almost feel like it was, thank God, a good thing that technology wasn't where it was in 2001, because imagine all the horrific stuff it's already horrific. Think of all the more horrific stuff you would have seen had cameras been on phones in 2001. Had you been able to, if every phone had a video camera and it just, so hey, just keeping it real, and we'll get into sports again. That is the escape, right?
Yeah,
I do want to talk about that. I do want to talk about the Buffalo Bills and the Mets failing and the Yankees looking like little leaguers at times.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Where do you want to start? Fans and fan etiquette kind of ties in, right? Because people are out of control. It does.
Yeah.
It ties in. It's like passion levels are a little off. Something's a little off.
Karen Ball Snatcher was the big story.
Karen Ball Snatcher, that's more of a fun story when you think about it.
I know. Let's go back to that.
Let's talk about Karen Ball Snatcher.
The Texans fan who got her face beat in.
That's the one. That's just horrific, too. Honestly, it ties in because I'm like, what is going on? People need to chill. There's something called fan etiquette. I think we all need to practice that, or just etiquette in life, period. How about some class? I'm from the East Coast, Rich. Class.
I don't know
People
what
have
it
to
is.
have class.
I've seen some New York, Boston, or New York, Philly battles with fans where it's like, yo, you're a bunch of grown-ups. What are you, fighting and throwing punches? But, Danny, I've seen it equally bad out here with Giants and Dodgers fans and Niners fans and Raiders fans. Like, yo, people got to...
Cowboys fans.
People have to control themselves. I think, is that lesson one of the day? Like, let's all get a freaking grip and control of ourselves.
People are on edge, I guess.
I don't know.
And maybe this all ties together.
Well, in California, we have a lot of different fan bases, and passions run high at all the games.
So we call this this first little segment of the day, like, fans, what are we doing? Like, like three things.
I think you need to work out the title of this discussion.
Yeah, I think so too. But
fans, what are we doing in parentheses?
what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
It's
This terrible
Yeah.
story between the Texans and the Rams.
Yeah, this
And it's the fans. It's the fans. And you see them get into a brawl. It's gone viral. It's wild to see. And what's really gross about it, I thought we were all told to not get into it with women in this way. You don't put your hands on a woman ever, but especially at a football game where people are filming and watching you. And
we've seen this
kids are there and everything.
too often now the past few years at sporting events.
What's going on with that? Because let's just say it happened to you. If it happened to me, let's say a woman steps up to me. She doesn't like my face. Let's say I was just cheering for the opposing team.
You remove yourself from the situation.
I pull a Paulie Walnuts. And what I mean by that, I don't whack her. I put my hands on. I'm like, hey, okay. Imagine Paulie Walnuts or Silvio. What's his name?
Yeah,
Spot?
Silvio.
Hey,
hey.
put your hands up. And be like, hey, sorry.
Remove yourself.
Hey, back off. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, right?
But if she winds up missing next week, you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, that's what Paulie Walnuts would do. I just throw my hands up and be like, hey, sorry, walk away. In this clip, you see Rams fans beating on a woman and vice versa. You see a Texans fan, a woman with a bloody nose. And I've watched this clip back and forth. I'm like, is that because a dude hit her in the face? Dudes are throwing punches. It's like, that needs to stop.
It was
And
a
if you
couple
guys
weeks
haven't
ago.
seen
A
it-
couple weeks ago at a preseason game. Remember, there were two guys squared up, and a guy got his pants pulled down. He was getting beat on. Like,
Oh, yeah. And not only that, Rich, it's one of those upper tier sort of brawls where it looks like anyone could
and anyone
topple
could,
over like Reggie Jackson and Naked Gun.
No,
and
like
just
the fat woman in Naked Gun that fell
no,
fell on the queen.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we don't need that
go
happening.
flying. It looks like they could go
Yeah.
falling off the edge of the
Top
tier.
of the bowl there at SoFi, you don't want to be fighting up there. You know how
No.
steep it is, that drop?
Maybe that's our first lesson. If you get into a tussle at a stadium, get away from the
ledge.
The ledge. That looks horrific to me. So they're brawling there, and I can't sound like a hypocrite. I love watching a good fight. It's like watching a train wreck. Like, you want to watch, but it doesn't mean I think that these are good people.
And not a fight with a woman involved with men
But
in the
it's
fight.
it's horrific. You guys have to see what we're talking about here. Danny, you're the first person that sent me this, though. I don't know how I missed it.
Yeah, there's new angles of it that came out today, which is why it's back all over social media again.
Another fan story, and Covino, you have been guilty of this at times. Can't say I haven't either, but Josh Allen calling out the Buffalo Bills fan base, saying hey guys, have a little more faith when we're down in a game. So fans are fighting. Fans are not sticking by their team. And then Matt LaFleur getting mad, saying, hey, Packers fans, why are you selling your tickets to other fans?
Season ticket holders, what's up? And as a Raiders fan, this has been going on, obviously, in Las Vegas since they opened Allegiant, because fans can make their money back by selling a couple of key games. And when you have a lot of Lions fans willing to pay top dollars for those seats, this is what happens.
Okay, so it's a bigger conversation based on the terrible news, and I just saw, Rich, you're right, TMZ confirmed that Charlie Kirk passed away at 31. We need to be better overall, okay? Everybody. Both sides, regardless, we need to be better. In sports, there's also fan etiquette.
Yeah.
Where are we slipping in sports? The brawl's got to stop. Punching a woman, this woman's face it looks like she's in a UFC fight, and she just got kicked in the face.
She's wearing a J.J. Watt jersey.
Yeah.
He even responded on Twitter, and he's like, yo, what's going on here?
Again, right, Danny G's right. New angles of the Wild Brawl have been released. Texans, Rams fans going crazy. That needs to stop. We need to put the phones down. That's part of the problem, right? Put the phones down and stop this. where your first instinct is to, hey, let me get this and put it on the gram. This will be great for my IG story. I know it's fun to get lots of likes, but we really need to put it down. Like, hey, maybe we should break this up.
So
that's number one.
would you say a good name for this conversation would be, what are we doing?
Fans, I mean, what are we doing?
What are we
here?
doing?
What are we doing?
What
here?
are you doing? So,
And then, like I said, like you said, Dan, Rich, fan etiquette, leaving early because your team is down. Josh Allen's absolutely right.
don't leave early.
Have some faith in the team. It's
Don't-
not over yet.
Don't punch anyone in the face. Don't leave early. And
Leaving
don't
early's
sell
not
your,
as bad, but-
don't sell your tickets to the opposing team in a rivalry.
Yeah, you know it's best to just. I know this might be tough for people on a budget. Like, give the tickets away. Give them away to a
Can't do
kid.
that.
Well,
You saw
why?
the average ticket price?
Yeah, I know, but you know
It's
how
like
good
a
it feels.
mortgage payment.
You know how good it feels to make a little kid's wildest dreams come true. Like, hey, kid, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not
here.
Willy Wonka. Relax.
You
Why?
do have the right to sell your tickets. You don't have the right to fight somebody and cause them bodily harm.
Speaking of Willy Wonka, did you see that meme that ball snatching Karen took
I've got a golden
took
ticket.
Charlie's ticket
No,
away?
you don't. That's my
That's
golden
mine.
ticket.
There's a meme where she's stealing a frisbee from Air Bud. at
I
the
saw
park.
that. There's me. I love it. You know what?
Wow.
We need. You know what? We need Karen Ball Snatcher right now.
Perhaps
She
Karen
brings
Ball
fun.
Snatcher brought levity where
Yeah, she's a common enemy that we all could get behind.
not
you don't.
anymore. It's mine, Karen Ball Snatcher.
So based on, well, again, overall, we need to be better as
Yeah.
people. Where do we need to be better as fans?
All right.
Leaving early,
I'll give you one.
punching a woman in the face. How about don't punch anybody at the game?
Yo, Rich has no problem leaving early.
You know what? I'm guilty of that, but I'm gonna
I
be better.
got one you might not agree with, Rich.
No, I got one that you.
No. I got
no,
one.
I got one.
No. I got one
Hey.
that you.
I also have one.
Okay, great.
Hey, Covino.
You want to know what irks me?
What are
Let
we
me
doing?
start it.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here, guys?
What are we doing here? It's the name of the conversation. Label that. What are we
This
doing?
happens at restaurants where they're watching sports. This
Spot,
happens
put that
at
on the
game.
YouTube page, across the page. What are we doing here?
This happens at the game, and it only was brought to my attention when I became a dad. I have a teenage daughter now, but when she was really little, I noticed this to be bothersome to me as a young dad. It's when people are letting the booze flow, and that's part of it, and I get it, and they got their beer helmet on. They're all excited to be at the game, but they're just dropping F-bombs and vulgarity like they're
Yeah.
sailors. It's like, I get it. You're with the bros. You're chest bumping. You're here having fun. But there are families around. So I'm not saying don't have fun. I'm not even saying don't be belligerent and bro it up. But like, do you gotta sound like a trash bag
It's
when
supposed
kids are
to
around?
be a family-friendly atmosphere.
Dude, I honestly, and Rich, this is something we preach. I don't behave that way. So I don't expect other grown people to be behaving that way, especially around kids and families. So that's the problem I got. Let's be better, especially when there's kids around. If there's no kids around and you know this and your section is like, we're just going crazy, adult section or something, then go all out. I don't care.
Oh, are we coming up with how to be better fan rules? Because I thought of so many more.
I mean, welcome to the
Yeah,
show.
I know. Let's see, I'm here.
We're trying to figure out how
what
to
are we
be
doing
better.
here? What are we doing here?
It's fan etiquette. I feel like we're slipping.
Can I give you a quickie? I have by far the best one, Sam. I know
I
you
think
got
mine
one.
was best.
Nah, it's
Donald Trump
no,
of radio.
Mine's the best. The best of all the best. The best example.
I believe mine was better.
I have the
Tag Ovalia.
I have the best reason why fans need to be better. I'll tell you that coming up. But I do want to say, if you're at a concert, this might be controversial. If you're at a concert or game
Okay.
and the whole section
Okay.
has agreed that we're not standing, don't be the one person in the front that's standing during like the ballad, the fifth song of the show.
Have a self-awareness about you to know that there's someone behind you that
Dude,
might not be standing.
You stand up with 2 strikes on the batter during a jam. You stand up during the big songs. But when the ballad's being played and it's the middle of the 5th inning,
Sit your ass down.
sit your ass down.
Down in front.
Down in front.
Hey.
And
Hey.
don't wear a big hat either. All right, we got more Covino and Rich. Where are fans going wrong? We'll break that down. We'll try to keep it light. We will give away some prizes. We'll do a little midweek major. We'll play Mike's Words of Wisdom. All coming up right here on Fox Sports Radio with Covino and Rich.
Hey, yo, Rich.
Yo, buddy.
Football's back, bro, and you already know where you'll find me on Sundays.
Probably on your couch. I know your AC's broken, so you could come over my place because I got multiple TVs. I got the TCL screen.
And why don't you brag about it? And he's got air conditioning.
The
Ooh.
picture is unreal. Listen, football's back, and I always talk about how football needs to be the perfect viewing experience. If you got a weak-ass TV, you're not coming to my house. I'm not going to your house is what I'm saying.
TCL's QD Mini LED makes every play pop. The brightness, the smooth motion.
Ooh.
It feels like you're right on the field. And here's the kicker. TCL is the official TV partner of the NFL.
Football has never looked better. Thank you, TCL. The brightness, like you said, the experience right now, they're making it even sweeter. You could score up to 50% off select models. The perfect time to go snag a new TV. Football's here. You need to. I'm telling you, I'm a big advocate of multiple TVs, so this is where this comes in handy.
Yeah, and by the way, if you are wondering why people don't want to come over your house, maybe you need a TCL. Bigger screens, sharper details, smarter technology, all at a price that doesn't make your wallet flinch.
That's the ultimate season to score right now, whether it's football Sundays, movie nights, gaming marathons. TCL delivers the goods.
Available at all major retailers. Just head to TCL.com for details.
Hey, guys, TCL, the official TV partner of the NFL, and Covino and Rich, the
And
ultimate season to score.
There you go.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio. Yeah. It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
yes, we talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo
joking.
Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Hey, Fox Sports Radio Nation, thanks for getting through this day with us. Covino and Rich, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Remember, if you miss any of today's show, search Covino and Rich, Covino, Covino and Rich, wherever you get your podcasts. And after the show, the best of goes up. And every Saturday, best of the week at 6 a.m. on the East. But follow, rate, and review 5 stars, because anything less is uncivilized. Covino and Rich, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Dickey Davis.
Now, what are we doing? That's where we're going as far as fan behavior. We saw that woman in the J.J. Watt jersey.
Dude, it's
the bloody
brutal.
face.
Like, I don't want to sound like a cornball, but if that was your kid or your sister, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God.
Got a bloody face.
That's horrific.
What are we
Dude,
doing?
it looked like she was in a major brawl. Because she was at a sporting event.
Why? Because they disagreed on a third down play, or they were
so
wearing
dumb.
different
and
jerseys?
These lame-o guys throwing punches at women.
Yeah.
Be better. So on a day where I think we all agree, regardless of political sides, we should all be better.
Yeah, they're really terrible day.
How are we better, or how could we be better and improve our etiquette at a sporting event?
We talked about Josh Allen telling fans, have a little faith. Don't leave so early. Matt LaFleur encouraging Packers fans, don't sell your tickets.
I threw a watch your mouth out there.
Opposing fans, hey, watch your mouth. Don't.
There's kids around, man.
Don't have too much of a potty
Have
mouth
some class.
if there's kids next to you. I got one.
You said you had the best one.
Yeah, I think it is.
Don't be
the
trying
best
to
one.
downplay it now.
It's the best. The best one, and it's. I can never understand negativity from your own fan base. If you have a player that's struggling, booing them does no good. Right now, for instance,
it's counterproductive.
I'm a Mets fan.
Struggling.
The Mets are, clinging on like by a string to
Wait, you used to boo Conforto, though.
Yeah, you called him Confarto.
Yeah.
But I would never go. I would never go there and be like, boo, go. Just come on, let's go. Come on, buddy.
Aren't there certain players on your own team, though, have punchable faces and you just wish they were off the squad?
Are you talking about Devin Williams? Because that's what I'm thinking about.
Because, listen, of course there's times where I'm like, oh, I hate that guy. But I'm not booing a guy on my team, especially when you're in the middle of a wild card race, a pennant race. Like, Covino, how counterproductive when the Mets start a homestand in a day or so.
Well, you know
when they're clinging onto a 1 or 2 game lead over the Giants, would you think it's productive to boo?
It's not. You're eliminating your actual home field advantage. If you're Nimmo, being at Citi Field should be a sense of comfort.
Yeah.
If you're Anthony Volpe and you're horrible, oh, well, yeah, he's doing okay there. I don't feel that bad for him.
When I heard people saying they felt bad for Volpe, I just saw a picture in the New York Post where it's like Volpe with his model girlfriend at an event. Oof.
Yeah.
Yow.
Smoking. So, yeah, I'm not feeling bad for him personally. But if you're booed everywhere else, you want to at least know that you're not going to get booed at home. So you're taking away that home field advantage. It's very counterproductive, I think. I don't think you need to cheer him on as he stinks it up, but booing him doesn't help. Don't boo your own team.
Iowa Sam, you said you had a doozy?
If you wager on sports and you lose your bet and you're very mad about it, don't get on social media or find this person in real life and harass them because you didn't win your bet because they didn't perform a certain way. Those people are pathetic losers.
Don't hate on Chris Paul because he didn't hit your assist total for the day on your prop bet.
By the way, I think Sam's is better than yours.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Sam.
That's a new age one.
You're gonna harass SGA because he didn't hit the over 30?
Yeah, you're the biggest loser if you're taking your stupid gambling problems out on that guy.
Yelling at Saquon Barkley because he stopped at the 1 yard line.
He's at an autograph signing at the mall, and you decide to show up and be like, I lost $1,000 because you didn't get 2 more yards during that game. And it's like, dude, sorry. That's gambling for you.
I'm with you, man. That's pathetic. So how could we be better fans?
You like that one better than mine?
They're all really good, and I think we're sometimes guilty of some of those things, but it's a reminder that we could all be a little better as fans based on some of the stories that we've seen in the past few days.
Yeah, go to a game and, I don't know, act like an adult. Don't be punching strangers. So
Seriously.
embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. And when you see this woman bleeding all over the place, you're like, what? Like you said, Rich, what is going on?
And I'm all for like good back and forth rivalry and yelling and cheering. But legitimately taunting someone and getting in their face because they
Can't you just give somebody a wedgie?
A fan of another team. Like, imagine a road. This is my worst case scenario. Because I've seen these people get their ass kicked, and I get it, but it's like, no one should get their ass kicked. I've seen people go into an opposing stadium, right? Let's say a Giants fan goes to Dodger Stadium. The Giants are winning. So he's just pointing around, taunting everyone. He's a lone wolf.
Yeah.
He's the Giant fan. He's taunting everyone. I've seen this at Citi Field. I'm like, this Philly fans, what are they doing? They're going to get their ass kicked. They're taunting all these Mets fans. What are you doing? It's just asinine behavior. Dan Byer?
There was a recent clip from a Michigan State football game. It may have been from this past weekend, but a kid stood up in the stands and had a Michigan shirt on and was taunting the Michigan State fans.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then 2 police officers came up and said, like, sit down. Like, and then, all the fans like, how it was. But, like, in a way, like, can the kid wear the shirt? Sure. Should he be taunting and trying to be that to other fans because that could cause other things? Yeah, like, I actually kind of feel like security in a way, like, you could cheer for your team, and obviously Michigan wasn't even playing in the game. But for them to, like, step in, Danny, you saw the clip too? I was like, oh, I hate Michigan, so I'm probably biased. But I'm like, yeah, go. Good job.
Yeah,
good job.
way to go. Hey,
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Shut up!
Are you going undercover, Dan Byer? Did you see what your Seahawks are doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is done by other teams as well.
The
but
Seahawks
it's
are
new for the Seahawks.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They're having in law enforcement or security go undercover wearing jerseys of the opposing team to try to.
It's police officers.
Police officers to try to suss out the jerks in the crowd, essentially.
I saw that, and there would have to be a lot of cops because there were a lot of 49er fans getting under the Seahawks fan skin. It used to be a home field advantage. There were a lot of Niner fans there on Sunday for that game.
So, Fox Sports Radio Nation, we turn it over to you next. 877-99 on Fox. Are there other ways we could be better fans, things that get under your skin when it comes to sports, mistakes you have made and see other people making at the game or just when they come over?
Yeah.
You know, like not throwing in $20 for a pay-per-view. What do you think this is?
Yeah. What do you think? It's freebies?
Think it's free,
What are you,
man?
a cheapskate? All right, hey, let's go to DB for an update. And speaking of my Niners, Dan Byer, is there an update on Brock Purdy at all?
There is. Kyle Shanahan using this term, long shot.
No, see, I didn't hear that. I was listening to Fox Sports Radio earlier, and I heard it wasn't a long shot. Oh, a long shot. Okay, a long shot?
No,
okay, sorry. Yeah.
Dude, I needed that. Thank you.
Doug Gottlieb taking it a different way.
Thank you, Doug.
I was going to say we all have had those, but I don't know if we have. I'm not sure if we have. Long shot is what Kyle Shanahan said.
Feels like me and Purdy have the same issue.
Doug said something different earlier today. What's not a laughing matter for the 49ers is this could be a multi-week injury. He's not going to practice today. Mac Jones is going to get the first team reps and would be in line to start against the Saints in week 2. Toe and left shoulder injury for Purdy, who again is a long shot to play after that win against the Seahawks
Long
in week
shot,
1.
right? Long shot.
Long shot.
Long shot.
Long shot.
You know, funny clip, but that sucks for you, Rich. Sucks for the 49ers.
Yeah.
But it's early.
It's early. The schedule's light. And I think if you're going to talk about quality backups, I mean, again, now I'm just being optimistic, but Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch said they're very happy with what they've seen from Mac Jones as a backup. You got to remember the draft where Brock Purdy was taken as Mr. Irrelevant? Guess who was taken towards the beginning of the first round? A guy named Mac Jones. So
the other part about this is that funky schedule, which is why they put George Kittle on injured reserve, because in week 5 they've got that Thursday night game against the Rams, so it would be tough for him to play weeks 4 and 5 on a short week. With Kittle not playing in week 2, you might as well just put him on IR. Hasn't gone that far with Purdy as of yet, but again, week 2 is in question for the Niners signal caller. Falcons wide receiver Drake London is expected to play against the Vikings on Sunday night. His head coach Raheem Morris says he expects the wide receiver to go despite being limited in practice today because of a shoulder injury. Free agent safety Jabril Peppers signing with the Steelers. Following a costly fumble in week 1, Jets are letting go of kick returner Xavier Gibson. Packers gave wide receiver Christian Watson a 1-year extension, so he's now under contract through 2026. Rangers beat the Brewers today, 6-3. Texas sweeps that 3-game series. They're now just a game back of the Mariners for the final wild card in the American League. Both those teams keep on winning, as do the Red Sox. They're on a 3-game streak, but right now trailing the A's 4-3 in the 8th inning in Sacramento, while the Twins and Angels are tied up at 3 apiece. And Rich, I know you've got your eye on the Bay in San Francisco. Yeah. Diamondbacks leading the Giants right now, 5-0 in the 7th inning.
Need that.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dan. You know the secret to why the Red Sox are winning, right? That Aroldis Chapman finally figured out inside outside.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
It's pretty amazing.
And Danny, I'm not only relying on the Arizona Diamondbacks to handle the Giants, but as a Mets fan clinging onto that third wild card, the Giants and Dodgers play 7 times in the final 17 games.
Dodgers need 5 of those.
Can you take 5 of them for me? Can you step it up, Dodgers? You want the 2 seed, right? You don't want to play in the wild card round. So win, Dodgers. All right, we got more Covino and Rich next right here, Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm gonna go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
People are being pushed to the edge. Try not to lose our heads. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. We got DJ Sammy Sweetheart on the ones and twos.
What's up, with Sam?
And we got the best producer in all the land on the phones.
Yeah.
Danny G. And you could see Danny G. You could see Sam. You could see Byer. See all of us. Spotty, who has Midweek Major coming up in a few minutes on our YouTube page. This is a TV show. It's no longer just a radio show. It's the CNR experience, guys. Be part of it.
Yep.
On the new YouTube channel, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. So aside from Midweek Major, Rich, also giving away prizes. We're going to do Mike's Wednesday Words of Wisdom.
But right now, we are live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and it's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. There was a walk-off in Toronto.
Kimbrell's pitch. Hit on the ground right side. Diving stop Walker. His throw to the plate is late, and the Blue Jays win it. Tyler Heineman, the hero. 4-3 in favor of the Blue Jays, who went into the ninth down by a pair. They somehow, some way, come out with the win.
Yeah. Good for Tyler Heine, man.
Well, the Yankees are now 3 games behind those Toronto Blue Jays. That was courtesy of the Blue Jays Radio Network.
Oh, they had a walk-off? Whoopity-doo!
Hey, Tire Rack play of the day. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, convenient installation options like mobile tire installation.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Clearly, I'm a Yankees fan. Steve Covino, Rich Davis, Mets fan. And I know you wanted to talk baseball real quick, but can I just say something too?
Yep.
As the Yankees get ready to take on the Tigers, did you see that miserable loss they had yesterday?
Well, I was happy about it because every day the Yankees win, I owe you more money.
I know, but I've been watching baseball for over 40 years. It's my favorite sport. I've never seen a major league team with this much potential play so poorly. It's like a Little League team when they get frazzled and they crumble. You know, and like it just gets in their head and all of a sudden the Little League team loses. You're like, oh, because they're little and they're frazzled and they can't deal with the pressure. It's like one thing happens with the Yankees and they fall apart like a bunch of little babies. I've never seen big leaguers play so bad, capable of so many mental errors. I've never seen it before.
9 runs were scored before your 2 pitchers finally.
Dude.
One of your 2 bullpen guys got an out. That hasn't happened since 2003.
It's just stuff like that all the time. It's unbelievable. And your Mets are no better.
No, it's just, man. But let me ask you this, though. I'm in total rationalization mode. I'm rationalizing with the best of them. Is there a part of you that feels like when your team is within a game or so or only up a game or so, that final 2 weeks of the baseball season, 2.5 weeks, do you like to coast into the playoffs, or is there something to be said about scoreboard watching for the last 2 and final weeks of the season? Like right now,
it makes you feel alive and
like
more
right
excited.
now, I feel alive and excited watching the
That's
Giants.
A weird way to be, though. Like I know what you mean. Like anytime there's like miserable things going on, you feel alive, but that's not a good thing.
Yeah, like I'm watching this Giants Diamondbacks game with vested interest because the Giants are 2 games behind the Mets, so the Diamondbacks are helping me.
It's I like to relax.
No, I like that franticness.
Nah, it's frantic, like Metallica, frantic. I don't like
isn't there sort of fun? Like Dan Byer going into the final week or so of the NFL season, where you're like, my team could win, make a wild card if I win, but the Packers lose. Like I like that. It's exciting.
I was just going to compare it to fantasy football. Like when you win by 50 points. Okay, it's fun, but it's real fun when you're down 8 on Monday night and your guy catches a touchdown pass and you end up winning. Yes, that's the reason why you play. So
to me,
I like the drama a little bit.
Covino and I argue all the time. Like he'll watch a Yankees game if it's 9-1, and I'm like, nah, that's the day I check out. I go read my kids a book or something.
I like that feeling.
I want it to be 2-2, bottom of the 8th. Like, come on, let's go, put something together. I like the drama. You like the ease. So to me, like my Met fan friends,
drama show. Leave that for Triple G.
They're having heart attacks, and I'm like, guys, we're up 2 games with 17 games to go. I'm not quite sure it gets more exciting. So I speak on behalf of the, you might say the crazy fan who says,
I think you're trying to find the silver lining of your team stinking.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're probably right there. But there is a part of me that is sort of excited to wake up every day. And not just my game. Like I'm watching the Diamondbacks versus the Giants. I'm watching the Reds, Padres. Like, all these games mean so much now. Just makes it great for baseball. And, hey, like I said, less than 20 games. Let's go Mets. More next.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo
joking.
Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut
50th date. I'm going to go 50 Cent. You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich, we're crushing it.
San Francisco 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan says it's a long shot that quarterback Brock Purdy will face the Saints on Sunday in Week 2. Purdy is dealing with toe and shoulder injuries suffered in their win against the Seahawks. He's not practicing today. Mac Jones would get the start. In fact, Shanahan said that Purdy's injuries could force him to miss multiple games. Falcons wide receiver Drake London limited in practice with a shoulder injury, but he's expected to play against the Vikings. That was the message from head coach Raheem Morris. Packers gave wide receiver Christian Watson a one-year extension that goes through 2026. Free agent safety Jabril Peppers is signing with the Steelers. Rangers sweep the Brewers, beating Milwaukee 6-3. Texas a game back of the Mariners for the final wild card in the AL. The A's are on top of the Red Sox 4-3 in the ninth. The Diamondbacks lead the Giants 5-0 in the eighth. Twins and Angels tied up at 3. Veteran first baseman Anthony Rizzo retiring as a Cub. I'm Dan Byer.
I know what we're doing. We're trying to have fun on a really crappy day.
Yeah, somber day.
Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio again, streaming live. Watch the show. I mean, we're glad you're listening, but watch it later when you're doing the bowl scroll later on.
You know, don't do the bowl scroll too much. I just read an article.
Yeah.
That because so many people are lazy and just sit on the bowl and scroll.
Yeah.
Cases of hemorrhoids are up.
Oh, boy.
Not even joking.
Should we invest in
Not even
Preparation
joking.
H?
I'm saying.
Maybe that's the key.
Don't bowl scroll too long.
Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And again, you can watch us on YouTube, Covino and Rich FSR YouTube. Steve Covino, Rich Davis, Danny G, Iowa Sam, DB and Spot, and we be rocking out. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport? Try fencing. Fast, safe, easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Yeah, you don't say.
That's usafencing.org/tryfencing. You know what's cool about that is I don't know a whole lot about fencing, but I feel like every TV show I watched growing up, someone was trying it out, and I always felt like I wanted to. Right? Then you always see like some TV character
like
practicing.
Ricky Schroeder or something.
Oh, Sam, you took fencing?
We had free fencing lessons offered at Iowa's University of Iowa's field house, and I'd go Wednesday nights for a couple years. Yeah, it was cool.
Are you saying that you have skills?
It's been a while.
Wow.
Can we enter you in a contest of
On guard.
fencing
Pretty cool.
expertise?
Fencing's dope, though.
And
Sword
remember,
fighting.
guys, you can stream the show wherever, whenever, Shakira style. Whenever, wherever.
I want
On
to do
the-
it, but with a lightsaber.
On the iHeartRadio app. You can stream us wherever you go with the iHeartRadio app, and you can preset it just like the radio. Make us number one, 24/7. We're available on the iHeartRadio app, Covino and Rich. And stick around because we got prizes to give away this hour. Mike's Wednesday Words of Wisdom in just a few minutes. And, of course, Midweek Major. Spot's got the biggest stories in sports and pop culture. But the weakest, most miserable story of the day is Charlie Kirk. If you just got out of work or you missed it somehow, he did pass away today. He was shot on a Utah campus, and it's just a really sad story, man. And I'm wondering now, is it going to unite us or divide us? I'm really wondering.
It's an interesting question.
Yeah, I'm really wondering. And look, I'll focus on the positive. The one thing that does unite us is sports. So that's why this is fun. to talk about. Fun to be here.
Football, baseball, a lot going on.
Fencing. Take our mind off of that
You
misery.
throw fencing in there, huh?
Fencing, yeah. I mean, now that I know that.
Are you putting that behind hot dog eating now, or in front of hot dog eating?
Well,
Is it the fourth or fifth major
Say in the
sport?
top five.
Did anyone know that Sam was the guy? I didn't know.
No, I found that. Get this.
Are you surprised?
You ever find out a skill about someone? This is interesting. And you know what? I'm going to save it for a second because there's
kind of ties into
My
the
name
next
is
topic.
Javier, and I
You know what it
fight
reminds
with
me of, though,
swords.
Rich? It reminds me of when Kramer was taking karate lessons, but he was fighting those little kids.
I was Sam.
Sam was fighting little kids.
I was Sam. Didn't tell you it was against second graders.
I was the little kid facing adults.
Oh, well, you know what? I have a thought, and it has to do with almost like niche specialized sports. But you know what? Let's try to get a winner from Mike's Words of Wisdom, and then I will give you my thought because it's interesting. You're right. You would never have thought Iowa Sam was a fencer, but I have an angle, so hang tight. But let's do this. Mike's Words of Wisdom.
It's time for the guy that runs this place.
Just for clarification, guys, Big Mike does not run this place. He is not in charge of everything. He has no power over really anybody here. He does not run this place.
It's Big Mike's Words of Wisdom on a Wednesday.
You are what you do, not what you promise you'll do. Character is defined by deeds, not words.
That was a long one. I'll say. That's what she said.
What is it? Want to play it one more time?
No.
Okay, fine.
The name of the game is to repeat it verbatim.
But we usually do play it twice, though.
All right.
If it's long, if it's longer.
All right, come on. Big Mike.
You are what you do, not what you promise you'll do. Character is defined by deeds, not words.
I like that. That's why we bring Mike to the show. It's not fair that only we were exposed to his wisdom all the time. We wanted to share that with you guys, make the world a better place. Humanity needs help.
877-99 on Fox. If you could repeat those words verbatim.
Those aren't just words. They're like golden words from Mike. Those are words of wisdom.
You got a Fox Sports Radio, Covino and Rich. Nerf football just in time for foosball season as we enter week 2 in a day. Can you believe that? We got the Charlie Sheen documentary tonight.
Winning.
Yeah, and stop fibbing, Rich. They're not even ordered yet, but we'll give you an IOU.
And no, but we picked out just the right football. It's going to be a sweet one. It's
dear.
like one of those
By the way,
turbos.
for those of you who've been with us for a minute, we had bribery balls. One of our first prizes. These footballs are different. So if you won in the past, you're going to get a different football, which is kind of cool. So we're going to give away prizes. If you could repeat that. Verbatim.
Word for word. See?
Word for word. So 877-99 on Fox. While we get your phone calls, let's talk about Chris Boswell of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And this ties into Iowa Sam letting you know that he fenced. I just oddly have two stories where one actually you when you don't know people when they grow up, when you meet them as an adult, coworkers, parents at the school, you end up meeting people who you have no clue about their freaking childhood. I recently found out one of the dads who I see at school, he did like gymnastics in college, and I saw a picture of him like, when you're like pushing yourself up on 2 rings, like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, that's you?
He was showing bulge.
And in like bulges shorts.
Yeah.
And I have a friend that's like, yeah, when I used to dive in high school. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, dive in high school? What do you mean? She's like, yeah, like
Were you like Jacques Cousteau?
I was like, she told me she used to be able to do like 2 flips into a dive. I'm like,
like Thornton Mellon.
I'm like, you kidding me?
Like Greg Louganis.
And it got me thinking about like niche sports and things you would never think.
Olympic sports.
You would
Sounds like you're describing Olympic sports.
Yeah, it's things that you would never think someone did. Like I had a buddy that played water polo in college. I'm like, wait, you're treading water that whole time?
Didn't your wife used to throw the shot put, Rich?
She did not.
Yes, she did.
But no, I did the pole vault and I got my junk stung. Remember? Oh wait, that was not me and Elon.
You know what? It's kind of cool because you know what it is. In a weird way, it's like cornering the market because not everyone's going for that. I have the best story. You thought you had the best story? I have the best story ever, I think.
Oh.
And again, we're going to tell you about Chris Boswell, kicker of the Steelers, in a minute.
Yeah.
But I think the best story was actually told to us by a guy named Ariel Helwani.
Yeah.
He was on our show, and I said, Ariel, how'd you get like so locked into the fight world? I'm a big fight fan. But how'd you get so locked and connected to UFC and everything like that? And Ariel said to us, really, I'm a baseball guy. And I always wanted to be a baseball broadcaster. I believe he was an Expos fan, like a Montreal guy, right? And he was like, huge baseball fan.
Also a Syracuse graduate.
And I saw an opportunity to be the only guy that cared about mixed martial arts in this way. I saw an opportunity to be the voice of mixed martial arts in UFC because no one else was doing it.
He ingratiated himself to that fan base.
So he said, all right, I always love baseball, but there's more opportunity if I take a chance on being that guy and hoping that this sport blows up. And as it blows up, my career will also advance. And he took that chance, took the road less traveled.
Yeah.
And that's made all the difference.
I'm sure there's someone that said, let me attach myself to the WNBA. Or someone that said, you know what? Banana Ball, Savannah Bananas, maybe I'll be like the main correspondent. Like, there's, when you take a chance on something niche
or niche,
it will sometimes pay off. And I think Ariel Helwani is a great example.
Yeah, he took a gamble on UFC becoming what it is today and, took that ride with Dana White and mixed martial arts. As the sport grew, he became more valuable as a broadcaster. But he saw the opportunity. He's also having that wherewithal and that foresight, that John foresight, to make that move and make that gamble and believe in yourself.
I'm a believer in looking for those little opportunities, right?
Well, because the other opportunities are oversaturated. That's the point.
Yeah, like, what it's sort of the theory of like not everyone could be the quarterback. And the Boswell story is interesting. The assassin who just kicked a 60-yard field goal to beat the Jets.
Dude, that was insane.
The guy who Mike Tomlin's like, he's cold-blooded.
Honestly, Aaron Rodgers owes him
like an edible arrangement, a steak dinner.
I was going to say steak dinner.
Yeah, like something.
Like seriously, like I think he's like, listen, man, you helped me win the first game against my former team. Steak dinner on Aaron Rodgers.
60-yard field goal. And the story Danny G hit us up with was when he was in high school, they went around the locker room and said, what do you want to be? What position are you trying out for?
What's your name? What position you want to play?
What's your thing? And he said, like, Chris Boswell, I want to be the place kicker.
And everybody laughed at him.
And the coach and everyone's like, that's it?
I kind of relate because when I was a little kid and all the other kids stood up and they're like, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a policeman. I stood up proudly and said, I want to be an ass man. And everybody laughed. And everybody laughed. But I'm the greatest.
You're the ass man.
I am
so
the ass
man.
man.
I'm an ass man.
I am an ass man.
What, you said astronaut?
No. I said ass man. And everyone laughed, but I meant it, and look at me now. So think about that. He's like, yo, I am Chris Boswell, and I want to be a kicker. And everyone's like, kicker? What a lame-o. You want to have one stupid face mask bar, you loser?
What are you, Reggie Roby?
And they all laughed at him. But when you think about it, he had his career set and mindset on something that people don't normally like gravitate toward.
Not an easier path, but just a more unique path.
But I think that makes all the difference, like we said before, as I quoted Robert Frost, but you wouldn't know that because you're a cave boy.
Last book I read was Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah.
I think about this a lot when I coach kids, right? Because I coach my daughter's softball, 8U. I coach my son's little Shetland T-ball team. And I do see some of the kids gravitating towards like, hey, coach, can I try catching? And I'm like, at that age, if you're the kid that's brave enough to put on the gear and catch, you might find yourself on the all-star team. Or you might find yourself to be the kid that everyone looks to as time goes on and everyone gets older.
It's like a specialty position.
Yeah. You could very well be the kid moving forward that when everyone else is fighting over, like, I want to be shortstop, I want to pitch, I want to.
And by the way, that's the world we
catcher,
live in,
right?
Not just in sports. We live in a place where niche is the mainstream, meaning if you really want to make an impact in broadcasting, in podcasting, in life, being mainstream isn't going to be it. Good luck there. It's finding the niche. That's your path to success nowadays in our world and in sports. I think you have a better chance of saying early on, I want to be a catcher, and then making it because there's less options with catchers.
Yeah.
Lefty catchers Guys like Cal Raleigh,
listen,
switch hitting catchers,
you
they're
have
so
to-
few and far between.
You also need a passion for sport. But I did find the list recently, and I'm sure I'm not the first person that gave this list a look and said, It was what sports are the easiest to get full ride scholarships for. And it's like, like women's field hockey or certain sports where you want to look at your kids and be like, hey, kiddo, how do you feel about this one? Because there are paths you could take that have some good opportunities. And to know that Boswell was a guy early on that he's like, nah, I'm not faking the funk. I'm not I'm not a quarterback. I'm not a running back. I'm not trying to be a wide receiver. I'm kicking, please.
Yeah, and it led to a great moment this past weekend and a really cool story. No one else wanted to do that. So there's so many ways to look at this. Is it positions that people just don't respect, but yet are still important? And when I say don't respect, I mean because you really don't want to play them when you're a kid. Did you really want to be a catcher? Hell no. Yeah, do you want to be a long snapper? But if you focus on that specialty, you have a greater chance of making it. It's a good way to solidify a position in life, a position at your office. You got to be able or be willing to take on those things that not everybody wants to do to solidify your position. It's a great way to separate yourself. And props to Boswell for, I keep wanting to say Bosworth. Props to Chris Boswell for recognizing that at a really early age. Like I said, Rich, if you were set out to do a podcast right now, and they're like, well, what's your podcast about? And you said, everything, guy stuff, sports and women. Good luck. But if you said, yeah, I'm going to specialize in fish sticks, you have a greater chance of making a success out of that niche subject.
I mean, we've been
than
doing
it is to be vague and quote unquote mainstream.
I mean, luckily, I guess for us that we were sort of grandfathered into like, hey, we do just a show.
Right.
But if you were starting from scratch now, if some young intern or producer was like,
you have
what
to
do you
be
think I
niched
should do
in today's world?
Like, I would almost be like, dude, do a podcast only on the LA Kings. Do a podcast only about hot dog eating. I don't know anyone that's doing one.
Exactly. It has to be that to make it. And then you find your audience there.
Yeah.
You have to, if you want to make it in sports, man, yeah, being a kicker, being a catcher, is there anything else that stands out like that?
Underrated scholarship potential. They're saying diving, swimming, field hockey are very high on the list. And also more obscure track and field stuff like shot put and javelin and stuff that you'd be like, really? Okay.
The field part of track and field.
The field of the track and field, yes. So just a reminder that not everyone, as they say in the band, not everyone's the lead singer. You need a bass player. Not everyone's the quarterback, a shortstop, or pitcher. You need the place kicker.
You need a tambourine man.
You need a tambourine man. And I also think that it's cool for Chris Boswell to tell that story because he was laughed at, but he was a hero this past weekend. So it's a great story for kids. Hey, look at him. Everybody laughed at him.
I look at Matt Prater. He looked like a reject from Fall Out Boy, and he was the hero of Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
With his 20-something-year-old guy haircut. All right, let's...
Here's to you, Chris Boswell.
Let's say hi to Ray in Jackson, Tennessee. Ray, you there?
I am, yes, sir.
Hey, Ray. All right, so we're going to play... well, actually, we're not going to play it. We're going to cue you up here. Let it simmer, and if you can repeat Mike's words of wisdom, you get that Nerf football. All right, buddy?
Yeah, we'll play the music. Same music. We need the words verbatim.
Make you sound smart. Here we go.
Let me find my flute. Hold on a second. Go ahead.
Ray, let it simmer, okay?
Really nice, Covino.
Go for
You
it.
are what you do, not what say you'll do.
Oh, no.
Plus, Danny interrupted him. He was like,
I know.
Sorry, buddy. Hey, there's always next week.
He
Thank you.
didn't get it, though.
It's got to be verbatim.
We started
Ashton.
the race at the same time.
Ashton and Charlotte, you ready? Ashton?
Hello?
Yeah, you ready to do this or what?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
All right, take it away.
You are what you do, not what you promise you'll do. Character is defined by deeds, not words.
Yes!
That's a winner. He got it.
Bro.
Hey,
He got it.
good job, buddy.
Oh,
Hey,
man,
Ashton,
good job.
you just won yourself a bribery ball, a new one updated Nerf football, and as soon as we get our shipment, we'll be sending them out.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
we'll
it's
throw
an-
some koozies in there, too.
It's an IOU, Ashton.
Yeah.
Sure.
Those are IOUs.
Congratulations, Ashton.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
No,
And,
appreciate you.
Good job, Ashton.
I feel like he's wiser just for playing the game.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I feel as well. All right, well, listen, we got Spot's words of Spot has no words of wisdom. Spot has Midweek Major coming up. We'll go over the hottest stories in the world of sports and entertainment. Plus, Dan Byers got an update, maybe some NFL
Hey,
news
Rich,
on some injuries.
Before we move on, though,
yeah.
don't you feel like you were taking the path less traveled by when you said, I want to be a radio tycoon? And then look what happened. Everyone thinks they're a broadcaster now. It's the weirdest thing.
It is interesting, yeah.
That's why I always felt like when I chose this, and I chose to be on a microphone and well, I thought I was going to be playing music for the rest of my life, right? Metallica on K-Rock. I felt like how unique I am to be that guy.
And now
everyone does it in their socks in their basement.
Everyone's got
for
a podcast.
fun. So
and everyone thinks they deserve to be on a microphone. What was that quote we saw, that the girl that's gone viral?
Oh, there's a girl, she's like, I had a friend once tell me, don't love your job your love. And the podcast host is like, oh, I love that. Oh,
I love it.
I love it.
What
Don't you hear me,
love it.
guys? Don't love your job your love.
And the worst part about it, Danny, is Covino's right. The other person was like, oh my God, I love that.
And when
Love what? That ridiculous, nonsensical.
Not everyone deserves a microphone. I know we're two buffoons having
Yeah.
fun, but not everyone deserves a microphone.
Now that this makes sense, because over the weekend you promoted the best of the week.
Yes.
And that was the bubble caption over Rich's big head.
Yeah,
and
Rich was thinking that.
I was so confused. I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh, yeah. Don't love your job your love. It's all about work-life balance.
Wait. I love that.
Yeah, I know. Write it down, guys.
You know what? Love that and love Midweek Major.
Rich, you should use that on your fish stick podcast.
Oh, my God. You'll see. It's going to be big, Danny G. You can produce it if you want. All right, we got more Covino and Rich next right here. Fox Sports Radio. Hang tight. All right, we got to talk about our good friends at TCL.
Yo, Rich, my boy.
buddy.
Football's back, and you already know where you'll find me on Sundays. Watching it on my TCL.
Listen, I talked to the fine folks at TCL.
I bet
and
you did.
As you know, I'm putting together a whole new backyard setup as well. We're redoing the pool, little outdoor cooking area. And you know what's going to look sweet out there?
Me chilling.
You could come over. Why
Sweet.
not? More the merrier when I got that big-ass TCL screen watching all my football. And right now, TCL's QD Mini LED makes every play pop, the brightness, the smooth motion. It feels like you're right there on the field. And here's the kicker, pun intended.
Boswell style.
TCL is the official TV partner of the NFL, so it all makes sense.
Yeah, and football's never looked better. It's the ultimate football experience. And right now, TCL is making it even sweeter. Score up to 50% off select models.
Score. Exactly. Bigger screens, sharper details, smart technology, all at a price that doesn't make your wallet flinch.
That's the ultimate season to score. Whether it's football Sundays, movie nights, or gaming marathons, TCL delivers the goods.
Available at all major retailers. Just head to TCL.com for details. Great people at TCL, the official TV partner of the NFL.
And the ultimate season to score. Let's go.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. I take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm gonna go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes. I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan. I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Covino and Rich. We're raging, bro. Raging. Zach De La Rocha style. And remember, you can watch us live. Watch the show. It's a full-on show now. And it's getting better every day on YouTube. Covino and Rich FSR. Spot and Elijah, the video team, doing a great job. Covino and Rich FSR. You can actually see Spot play the flute during the Words of Wisdom.
Yeah, it's really interactive.
Really is. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Remember, the LG X Boom Grab, that's where I play my Rage Against the Machine, is the portable speaker that powers your hustle from morning coffee runs to midnight rooftop hangs. Enjoy vibrant sound with up to 20 hours of playback, and now save 25% at LG.com. Life's good, real good. When you got the code FALL25. FALL25 is the code. Save 25% LG.com and bring the boom. X-Boom.
You never bring the boom.
Always bring the boom.
I'm bringing the boom. And don't forget, for over 40 years, our friends at Tire Rack have been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And now is the time of the week where we hand it over to Spot.
Oh, how exciting.
For Midweek Major.
Covino and Rich get you over the middle of the week with Midweek Major.
Ooh, I love that.
We throw sports and pop culture headlines and topics at the fellas, and it's like the kids say.
That's so mid. Week, definitely major.
CNR scoring. Midweek Major.
Yeah, I feel like I should kind of go slow because 9 minutes might be too much for Spot.
Way too much time.
All right, before we hand things over to the number one and only host of this segment, we roll the two big red love dice in the main studio.
Way too much.
9.
I rolled the 4. Rich rolled the 9.
The Rich roll wins. That means he gets the first take. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the most famous person from Scotch Plains, New Jersey, besides Judy Bloom, Spotty Boy.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hi, Spot.
I don't know if that's accurate because I feel like his own brother's more popular than him.
Yeah.
J-Rock was pretty popular in Scotch Plains.
Yeah, no one really liked you in your hometown.
You know, when I go back to my
you
hometown,
hung out at the Charlie Brown Steakhouse.
I really know nothing about my hometown.
Yeah, and Spot's brother J-Rock was an MC at the Jersey Shore, and he was a pretty popular Guido growing up.
Hey, not even the most popular person in your family.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of anyway.
Back to you.
I was just stalling here. All right. So Sophie Cunningham, I assume, is calling out Chicago Sky's Angel Reese.
Ooh, I like this already.
Her public comments on her team's shaky season. So on this week's episode of her Show Me Something podcast, Cunningham said that Reese's comments should be kept to the locker room. Reese has apologized for her comments since on the team, when she commented on the team's performance and the team's roster. Cunningham said, "I'm a very team-first person, always put the team before my feelings, and I think that should be a standard. You can't be saying everything you're feeling because that's not a good look," and went on to say that public drama only causes a division in the locker room. And she said there should be some sort of consequence for it, maybe even a fine. So midweek or major.
I think it's major.
Definitely major.
I love drama. That's what keeps the WNBA going. Without Caitlin Clark, you see the ratings, you see everything is dropped dramatically. So I think you keep these little storylines going. Angel Reese, Sophie Cunningham. I think Angel Reese calling out the team is not a good look. It's like immaturity. I think that I think there should be a fine involved. So I'm team Sophie Cunningham on this one.
Well, when Rich and I agree, it's got to be fact.
You can't be talking smack about your team like that.
Can't be talking smack about your team. That's a given, right? That's Sports 101.
Definitely major.
Keep it in the locker room. But where I really agree with you, Rich, is the WNBA needs the drama. I'm sorry. Without it, not enough people care. I'm not saying people don't care, but not enough people care. So lean into it all you can. Those rivalries, the smack talk. It's great for the sport. It really is.
Cool. All right. Musician Morgan Wallen, known for doing his walkouts at his concerts, usually showing him walking out of the tunnel with someone from the city he's performing in when he's on his tour. Well, Monday night, Morgan Wallen decided to invite former Blue Jays slugger Jose Bautista to join him ahead of the second night of his I'm the Problem tour at the Rogers Center in Ontario. So while they were walking, paused to do Bautista's iconic bat flip, and he did a little swing, tossed the bat. What he didn't realize was off to the side, Batista's wife, Nisha, was filming. And in the video, seen on social media, the bat is flipped directly into the camera. It's like POV right to the face So she went on. She actually, the pair actually continued. They didn't realize what was going on. They just kept walking out of the tunnel. But she posted the video on her social media, joking and saying that she is okay, acknowledges it was an accident, midweek or major.
I mean, to the face, roof net or door style for a Bautista. I saw this video and I'm like, my God, I teach my kids when I coach 5 and 6-year-olds, like, hold the bat, put it down, don't swing it around other people, don't throw it. What did he think was going to happen? You think he could just willy-nilly throw a bat?
I mean, you don't expect anybody to be back there backstage.
Hit his wife of all people. I say this is, I think it's pretty major.
Definitely major.
I mean, she's okay, so it's sort of mid, I guess.
Kind of major, too.
Yeah,
Safety first. There was a really famous
Definitely major.
Gary Sanchez clip a few years back where someone's swinging in the batter's box and almost hits him in the face. You remember that one?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Missed him by an inch.
Got to be careful there. And Morgan Wallen, good for him.
All right, cool. So Travis Kelce, a new episode of the New Heights podcast came out. Of course, there's always revelations on that. Speaking out about the Xavier Worthy injury from Friday night's Chiefs-Chargers season opener in Brazil, he's taking full accountability for the play in which he rammed into Worthy's shoulder. He said, I wasn't ready for the first drive. I ran into one of my guys and offed him out of the game. It's hard to get your juices back going knowing that you just hurt a guy. He spoke about how frustrating it is, went on to say, I've got to be better. I'm 13 years in the league. There's no excuse for me running into my own guys like that. There's no word on whether Worthy is how he's doing. Actually, Andy Reid did speak out today saying that he doesn't plan on having a season-ending injury. He's currently rehabbing the shoulder, so he may be back on the field sooner than you think. But Kelce went on to say he could barely play for the rest of the half until he found out that Worthy was in good spirits and said he owes this guy one. Midweek or major?
I mean, major.
Definitely major.
Crossing route, you bump into your guy, it happens. The fact that Kelce addressed it, I think, shows maturity.
Yeah.
But I think Kelce's got bigger things on his mind because him and Mahomes just opened the steakhouse.
I know, I saw that.
1587, they just had the opening, and they have the big Yeti drink named after Kelce, and Mahomes has a drink. He's got so many things going on.
Isn't there one called The Alchemy?
Yeah, for
Taylor
Taylor.
Swift?
I think there's just so much going on in his life. The fact that he
I think
addressed
that's a bigger
this.
story, in fact. I think they need to focus on football.
What happened in 1587?
No, what happened in 1587?
Are you thinking of the great stink of 1868?
You're thinking of the
or
great
1858?
stink, are you?
No, I'm joking. I know it's their numbers
I know.
combined.
I'm trying to think of. I don't have much history.
Probably some
of-
bad stuff happened in 1587.
Some stinky stuff, I
People were
bet.
pretty ruthless.
You had me thinking
my
there,
music.
Sam. But anyway, I think it is major. Rich and I are 3 for 3. I actually agree with him on everything. I think it's a major story. Kelce's a major star. And the fact that he's 13 years in the league and we're seeing that maturity and the fact that you still could learn a few things and want to improve 13 years into the league, I think is a testament to his dedication to the sport.
Definitely.
All right.
So, yeah.
and by the way, 1587, Sam, that began the decline of the Ming Dynasty. In case you were curious.
Thank you for that. That's why it's named after him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very big. All right, Mike Tyson, our guy Mike Tyson, appeared on the latest episode of the Katie Miller podcast, and made some interesting revelations. So on the serious side, we'll touch on that first. He talked a lot about how during his time, the heyday, when he was boxing, he was using the drug fentanyl to handle pain during his career. At the time, it was very unknown. It was illegal to use, but he said, and not many people had heard of it, but he was using it to mask the pain. And he said, once you get off of it, you start withdrawing and the pain just comes back. So he was using it regularly. On the fun side, we'll switch to that. Miller asked at the end if he'd rather be forced to watch The Notebook, the movie The Notebook, every Friday night, or never watch sports again. And we found out in that moment that The Notebook is one of Mike Tyson's favorite films. He says he regularly watches it, loves the movie, loves the love story. So midweek or major.
I mean, anything with Mike Tyson, I'll call major. I love Mike Tyson.
Definitely major.
The fact that he loves The Notebook just adds to me liking him more. I love The Notebook.
I think that story, that whole story that you just told there, Spot, totally encapsulates why we love Mike Tyson, because he has these issues clearly with fentanyl. And at the same time, like, I love The Notebook.
He's a very flawed man, but also has this weird, vulnerable side where you love him.
Crazy sides, yeah.
It's like Mike Tyson's a man that you could equally be like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? And like, I love him.
I love romantic comedies. I love Rachel McAdams and Gosling. I love The Love Boat. I love love. Serendipity is my favorite movie.
There you go. Any other quickie
I'll
spot?
squeeze in one more. So Peyton Manning has revealed that he's setting his sights very high when it comes to guests of the Manning cast he hosts with his brother. So during Monday night's season debut during the Vikings-Bears game, Peyton told his brother Eli that he did everything he could to secure His Holiness Pope Leo XIV as a guest on the Manning cast. So the American-born Pope is from Chicago, self-proclaimed sports fan, Bears fan, I assume, definitely a White Sox fan. He said, he joked kind of like when he failed to recruit Randy Moss to Tennessee, he couldn't close the Pope. He showed that he wrote 2 handwritten letters, one to the Pope, one to the Pope's assistant, trying to get him on the show. So he went on to make a plea directly on the Manning cast, saying that there's an open invite for the Pope to come by anytime, midweek or major.
Well, I mean, the Pope does like Chicago sports team. Hey, maybe he was watching. Maybe he was watching early morning in Italy. I'll say this. A handwritten letter goes a long way. When someone writes you a handwritten letter, there is something a little more personal. So the fact that Peyton Manning, I saw the letter. It was like 2 pages of his, penmanship. Like, dearest Pope, Peyton here.
My dearest dumpling bum.
And I don't think he'll get him, but that would be wild. I think it's
never
mid.
say never. I think
That's
it's
so
major.
mid.
It's the
Definitely
Pope.
major.
You
I
know,
don't think he'll- I
hey,
think
if
he'll be
Kelsey got
major.
Travis, if Kelsey got Taylor Swift just from shooting his shot, they could shoot their shot with the Pope and make it happen.
I think it's
the
major,
power of the letter.
I think it's major, Covino, if he gets the Pope. I think him reaching out is
But
mid.
how do you do it? You gotta throw it out there, right? So it's the power of the written letter, but also the power of simply asking people. I think he's on the right track. I think it's possible. I don't think it's impossible to get the Pope to be on the podcast.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
thanks,
it's really
bud.
cool.
All right, with that, let's go to our friend and yours, Dan Byer, for an update. DB, what's going on, man?
Guys, just a heads up. Utah Valley University canceling their men's soccer match tonight with UC Davis following the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk on the school's campus earlier today. Match is not going to be made up. They are going to not play this evening. Continued police presence on the campus because of today's circumstances. In NFL news, 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan says quarterback Brock Purdy is a long shot to play in week 2 against the Saints because of toe and shoulder injuries. Purdy didn't practice today, with Shanahan saying Purdy could miss multiple games because of the injury. Steelers signed free agent safety Jabril Peppers. Multiple reports say that free agent edge rusher Jadeveon Clowney visited with the Cowboys today, while the Packers gave wide receiver Christian Watson a 1-year extension. He's now under contract through the 2026 season. Day baseball saw the Rangers beat the Brewers 6-3, sweeping that 3-game set. Texas keeping pace with the Mariners for the final wild card in the AL, just a game back, and they're just 2 back of the Astros for first place in the AL West. A's topped the Red Sox 5-4 by scoring in the bottom of the 9th inning today in Sacramento. While the Mets got a little breathing room, Giants fell to the Diamondbacks today 5-3. So San Francisco falls 2.5 back of the Mets for the final wild card in the NL entering tonight. Veteran first baseman Anthony Rizzo retiring after 14 seasons, most notably a member of that Cubs World Series team in 2016. He'll be honored at Wrigley this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Dan Byer, thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
And let's go anyone that plays the Giants.
Anthony Rizzo.
Dodgers this weekend.
Rizzo also honored at Yankee Stadium yesterday. He just happened to be there to watch that horrific game, and the fans gave him a nice round of applause. He had a great career. Props to him.
Chug a beer or something?
Yeah, he chugged the beer on the Jumbotron.
Listen, the guy is I believe Dan Patrick would say, like, Hall of Very Good.
Gold Glover.
But how does Rizzo? You guys don't feel like Rizzo like called it a day young? Was he injured a lot? 34
years. Yeah, that's young.
Is it really just
dealt
banged
with
up?
injury, and he sort of fell off. He had a few good years with the Yankees, but last year was just he was battled injuries.
To think though, that Cubs 2016 World Series is almost 10 years ago. So time's just flying, and we're forgetting.
That his last notable play was that Garrett Cole mix-up is kind of tough, but he still had a great career.
Well, you know what? I'll always like him for that one. All right, hey, we got more Covino and Rich next right here on Fox Sports Radio Wednesday. Let's go.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call. You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium.
Welcome back to the Showgram program.
Yo.
The professional Graham. No amateurs here, just Covino and Rich. And Danny G and Sam and Spot. DB, the best in the game. Thanks for being part of this, and thanks for checking us live on YouTube. YouTube.com/Covino and Rich FSR. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Ever wanted to try an Olympic and Paralympic sport like Sammy Sweetheart? Iowa Sam?
Iowa Sam. Who knew?
Yeah.
Fencer.
He's the fencer. Try
Javier,
fencing.
the fencer.
It's fast, safe, and easy to start. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
And the LG X Boom Grab is the portable speaker that powers your hustle. From morning coffee runs to midnight rooftop hangs, enjoy vibrant sound with 20 hours of playback. And now you can save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom! X Boom with LG.
The only downside is that's 20 hours of bare naked ladies for Rich. 20 hours of the Counting Crows.
You don't like my musical choices?
I don't, but I do love the X Boom. Thank you. I love LG products. So I'm Covino. That is Rich, Danny G, Sam. Thank you guys again. Now, we talked about fan etiquette today. That sort of tied into, like, where's the world going? Like, aside from the whole terrible Charlie Kirk story. Horrible.
I didn't even get to give my fan etiquette one.
Oh, I got to hear it. But did you see there was a Colorado high school shooting today?
Oh, jeez.
I believe it's called Evergreen High School.
Oh, jeez. So, yeah,
4 people injured so far. Horrible. So that tied in. Like, yeah, we got to be better, not only in life, but at the stadium and in sports. We talked about that. Midweek major. Dan, what was your fan etiquette improvement?
We were at the All-Star game in Atlanta. There was kids in the row with me, with the MLB people. In the row in front of us, there was a couple. They kept taking out their vape pen and doing the big puff, billowy smokes, and it was like going right to the kids. I'm like, what are you doing? Go to the restroom and do that.
Yeah, but who vapes? What are we doing?
What are we doing? Was that the name of the conversation?
That's how I labeled this whole thing. Like, what are we doing?
No,
We're punching people in the
around
stands.
Kids. We're not trying to stifle your fun. You know, hey, have all your fun, but do it respectfully.
Yeah. Read the crowd. Look around you.
I'm with you on that.
I'm not telling you.
People don't care.
I'm not telling you don't vape, don't smoke weed, don't do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, like at a stadium, just in row G, you're just going to break out a vape pen? It's going to smell like bubblegum weed or whatever you got going on?
I hope some of these undercover Seahawks cops are, trying to change things here. That was the other story.
Don't you wish sometimes that you were an undercover officer of the law? When what
Oh,
time?
Yeah, we grew up with 21 Jump Street on Fox.
When do you wish that the most? Is it when you're on like the 101 or the whatever highway or byways in your hometown, and you see some JO like weaving and speeding in and out of lanes?
I see people drive through red lights all the time.
Every
day.
Don't you wish you could just be like, citizens arrest? I so badly.
I flip these people off. I'm like, just a red light.
Well, you could do that, Sam, because you have that fencing sword in case something goes down.
You keep that in your back seat just in case, right?
Just
On
in case.
guard.
I don't have a weapon, so I kind of keep my mouth shut. But if you missed that story too, at the Seahawks games, there's cops there undercover in the opposing team's jerseys just to like sort of police things and keep things safe. And Rich, before we go, what are your thoughts on Brock Purdy and the long shot of him playing? I say he shouldn't be playing at all. If there's a question at hand here,
I think
you rest him. Now's the time to rest him and give your boy Jones a shot.
Mac Jones filling in for a week, maybe two, when your opponents are lower tier teams. And luckily, you got good news that Juwan Jennings is just mildly banged up. There was good news with Jennings. Kittle's out. But, their backup tight end seemed to do all right last week. I mean, he's no George Kittle, but I don't know. You just got to when teams have to tread water until their schedule gets hard, the 49ers lucked out in the fact that they have some pretty weak-ass games coming up. And this might be Mac Jones' opportunity to say, hey, look, with a Kyle Shanahan offense.
I think so.
I got the skill set, man. What you saw in New England.
And I don't think there's any threat there to Purdy's job.
Yeah, that was just nonsense. I didn't get a fair shot, so maybe this is a good thing for Mac Jones.
I think so. I think it's a good thing for the team. Let him rest now while he can. It's early. And then tonight, I'll be watching Yankees, Tigers, but a Charlie Sheen documentary.
Yeah, that goes down tonight.
That's tonight on Netflix. Winning. If you need a distraction, watch that guy.
All right, we'll
and
see
surprisingly, he looks great.
We'll see you guys mañana. Until then, be safe. Have a good night. Until tomorrow. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.